This lesson is to help students learn how to use a calculator to do simple matrix operations. What is a matrix? A matrix is a grid of numbers that can help organize some information. For example, this matrix shows cupcake sales. On Monday, 5 chocolate cupcakes were sold. On Tuesday, 9 vanilla cupcakes were sold. On Wednesday, 4 chocolate cupcakes were sold. It can be used for a variety of different things. It can organize student grades. For example, Fred got an 81 on his second test, and Sally got a 76 on her first test. Matrices are arranged into rows and columns. This particular matrix has 3 rows and 4 columns. If you want to remember which one's which, columns are used to hold up a building. So this one has 4 columns that go up and down or vertically that could hold up the building, and 3 rows, which are the ones that go across. Our purpose today is to learn to enter matrices into the calculator and to do some simple math operations with them. We are going to start with matrix A. Matrix A has 2 rows and 2 columns, so we call that a 2 by 2 matrix. The elements of that matrix are 6, 7, 1, and 2. So let's see how we can handle that with the calculator. In order to enter the matrix into the calculator, push your second button, and then the button that has an x inverse, which is an x negative 1, that has matrix as its second function. At this point, you're going to see a list of matrices. They're labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Since we're working with matrix A, you want to go over to the Edit section, press Enter, and then that's going to allow you to edit matrix A. That was the first one on the list. Recall that our matrix is a 2 by 2 matrix, so you have to put in 2, use your right arrow to get to the other one, put in 2. That's our 2 by 2 matrix. You can then use your Enter button and begin to enter your elements of your matrix. Remember, our elements were 6, enter, 7, enter, 1, enter, 2, enter. Now you have your matrix all arranged so that those elements are in the matrix. Now we're going to enter our matrix B. The elements of matrix B are 1, 0, 8, negative 2, 3, and 6. And matrix B has 2 rows and 3 columns, so it's a 2 by 3 matrix. Now, in order to enter the second matrix, we go into second matrix. We need to go over to Edit, and you need to choose matrix B this time. We'll hit Enter, and this one is a 2 by 3 matrix, if you recall. 2 by 3, Enter, and then you need to enter the elements of your matrix. It was 1, enter 0, 8, negative 2. Make sure that you use your negative button, not your minus button. Negative 2, 3, 6, and then we're going to enter our matrix C. Notice this time we have 3 rows and 2 columns, so it's a 3 by 2 matrix. Our elements are 1, 4, negative 3, 6, and 7, negative 2. Once again, go into second matrix, go over to Edit, hit Enter. Oops. And if you pick the wrong one, notice it says matrix A. You can go back to second matrix, go over to Edit, and then make sure that you choose C, the correct one, because we're going to enter that one. This matrix was a 3 by 2, so we have to enter 3, 2, 3 rows and 2 columns, and then you need to enter the elements of that one. They were 1, enter 4, enter, and then it was negative 3, remember, not minus 3, negative 3, 6, 7, and -2. Okay, now that you have the matrices all put in, you can begin to do the matrix math. You can hit second quit to get back out to your main screen. So now that you have your matrices entered, you can do your simple math operations with them. If you want to multiply matrices, you can go back into second matrix. You choose the matrices you want to multiply. So for example, if I want to multiply matrix A and matrix B, I would hit A. And just like when you have any other variables, if you just put them right next to each other, it means multiply. So you go back to second matrix, choose B. You can do that with either your 2 button, or you could take your arrow down to that, hit enter, and it'll give you a new matrix. This one has 2 rows and 3 columns, and you would write out your answer just like we showed the matrices on the board a minute ago. So the elements of your new matrix when you multiply A times B is -8, 21, 90, -3, 6, and 20. Not all math operations can be done with all matrices. For example, if I tried to add any of our 2 matrices, I'm going to have a problem. They're not meant to be added. So for example, if I go in and I choose second matrix A and try to add it to second matrix, choose B, it gives me an error because not all matrices can be added. They have to actually have the same dimensions in order to add them. You can do different things with multiplying than you can with adding. You can multiply a regular number, which is called a scalar, times a matrix. So let's do 6 times second matrix. Let's choose matrix C this time. And here we get a 3 by 2 matrix as your answer. 6, 24, 8, -18, 36, 42, -12. You can also find inverses of matrices. Now an inverse is to the -1 power on your calculator. So if I wanted to find the inverse of matrix A, for example, I could push second matrix. I want to choose matrix A. I know I have that all loaded in there. And then you hit just the X -1 button, and it'll look on your screen like A with a little -1 exponent. That's an inverse key. So when you hit enter, it's going to give you something called the inverse, which we will discuss in detail as far as what that means, but you can calculate an inverse, 0.4, -1.4, -0.2, and 1.2 in that case. You can also find something called a determinant. And in order to find a determinant, you actually have to go into the matrix math section. So we would go second matrix. Notice that there's a math section. The first one is a determinant. Determinants will end up being important, so we need to be able to know how to calculate them on the calculator. And so we'd hit enter. And then I want to choose matrix A. So I'll go back into my matrix section, choose A, close my parentheses, hit enter, and you will just get a single number for a determinant. It's not a matrix as your answer for that. So that's the basics of entering matrices into the calculator, and you will go through and in the assignment, now that you have these entered, you're going to be able to test out your calculator and do all of these operations.